What's up, y'all? It's me. It's Queen Offset Haru. And I'm not in the mood for no bullshit today, okay? Happy New Year. Let me tell y'all something. Today is the last day of the new year, and it is also the last day of the decade, okay? And I'm feeling like I'm not taking anything into the next decade. I'm not taking anything into the next year that is not aligned with my goals. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. I don't care what I'm writing a list in about 20 minutes after I finish this video. 20 minutes after I finish this video, I'm going to make a list of all the things that I'm not taking into 2019. And I'm going to put that list in my cauldron and I'm going to set it on fire and I'm going to take the ashes and blow them off my balcony because this is it. Okay? I think we need to harness this energy of the new year. Every new year, I think to myself, what am I not taking into the next year? And I'll leave it behind. So it's time for me to make my list and leave it behind. And I suggest that if you have things that you want to leave behind, that you do the same thing. It is time. So let's get it twacking. Let's get it twacking. Let's have a little chat. Oh, and by the way, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. This is today's chat. And this got me fired up, y'all. This is how come I really think that certain things need to just stay in 2019. I was talking to this young lady. She asked me for a reading. Now, I'm going to give you the basic gist of what's going down. She's in a relationship with an Aquarius. The Aquarius guy keeps on cheating on her. He keeps cheating, getting caught, they break up, they get back together, he cheats, he gets caught, they break up, they get back together. It's been a repetitive cycle that many of us can attest to because many of us have gone through this same silly cycle. Anyway, so as she and I were sitting there talking about this, she said to me, she wants to know what she's dealing with. Am I dealing with a man who is just low vibrational and negative? Am I dealing with a man who's just wounded? Am I dealing with a man I can work with? Is there potential here? Am I wasting my time? What is going on? She's very confused. And this happens a lot in relationships because the other person is manipulating. We don't want what's going on most of the time to be going on. We're kind of denying and manipulating ourselves even in a lot of cases. So she's like, Queen, I want an outside, unbiased opinion. What is really going on? What am I dealing with here? And I said, okay, so he's cheating. And she's like, it's not just the cheating. It's also the fact that he is constantly overprotective. He's overbearing. He always accusing me of cheating. And I've never been caught. I never did anything, basically. He's been caught several times. He has all this anxiety and this kind of like he's anxious, like he's waiting for the other shoe to drop all the time. And he's always accusing her of something or other. He always has these long drawn out, scenarios. You didn't answer your phone. My phone died. Nah, you was probably laid up with some dude. It's this kind of thing. And she's like, how come I'm the one who never did anything, never cheated? But I'm the one that's treated with suspicion. And I don't treat him with suspicion. And I'm like, you know what? This is very common. They're young. They're in their 20s. So she didn't know. But this is very, very common. And some of you out there know exactly what I'm getting ready to say. A person who's cheating, who's a cheater, has the tendency to accuse you of cheating. It's always been like that. I've been seeing this since I was a little girl. Because basically, I've always thought, and this is just from me having been a cheater at one time, I've always thought that the reason is that they know what they're doing, what they're capable of, what they're getting away with, and they're paranoid that the same thing is going on. Because one thing I always tell cheaters, what do you think your significant other is doing while you're out cheating? Sometimes they're home waiting for you to come back. And sometimes they're out seeing somebody too. You stepping and they stepping too. You leaving and somebody coming through the back window, you know? So I'm like, you really putting yourself in a really, negative position. If you don't want to be with the person, just don't be with them. Don't stay with them and then cheat on them. You're wasting each other's time. So, she was saying that she doesn't get that. And I'm like, that's just something that cheaters do. Cheaters are anxious and they're paranoid because they know what they're doing. They know what they're capable of. They know all that part of it. So it never dawns on them that you're not also that shady. It never dawns on them that maybe you're not a slime ball. Maybe you're not insecure. Maybe you don't need to be out here in these streets talking and sleeping with everybody, So basically, that's the way that part goes. What are you dealing with? You're dealing with a dark Aquarius. You're not dealing with somebody who you can work with, is the bottom line. You're dealing with somebody who is a dark Aquarius, and based on the cards and the other things that we talked about, this is somebody who's going to continue this pattern. And a cheater is a cheater. A cheater doesn't stop cheating unless they want to stop cheating. A cheater thinks that cheating is okay. They think it's all right. They think it's no big deal. They think they can just lie their way out of it. They've seen their caregivers or their elders or other people around them do it, and they feel like it's okay. It usually comes from a cycle of dysfunction. They saw their father cheat. They saw their uncle cheat. They saw the neighborhood, PIMP cheating and messing around and running different women. So they grow up to think it's okay. And some women, like me, grow up thinking that too. I grew up thinking that life was going to be like Love Makes Things Happen. Love Makes Things Happen by Pebbles and Babyface is one of my favorite songs. Y'all know I love them old love songs. But this song is about people going from relationship to relationship, person to person. Like they just move like a carousel. They just keep going from person to person. And the basis of the song is, love makes things happen, But now I know that's not love. That's lust. Because every situation in the video is lust. If you watch that old video, Lust Makes Things Happen should be the name of that song. So because of that, because I grew up thinking that, I just was like, date this one, see this one, go with that one, lie to this one, do this, do that. I did whatever I wanted, dated who I wanted, saw who I wanted, dumped who I wanted. I remember one day I went in 3 dates. I went 3 dates. And one day, the first gentleman picked me up from my home and took me to the movies. I was like a teenager, okay? Took me to the movies. We played around in the arcade and hung out. Then the second gentleman met me at the arcade because there was a time lapse here. So I'd be there for about a half an hour by myself. So the second gentleman met me at the arcade, took me to eat, okay? We went to his job. We ate because he worked at a cheesesteak place. I used to love me a good cheesesteak and some pizza. So I went to his job and ate, sat there talking to him. His uncle owned it or something, Sat there drinking, free juices and eating free food, And then I took the bus to my boyfriend's house, my actual boyfriend's house, and spent the night with him. Okay? So I went on 3 dates in 1 day. Well, 2 dates, and then I went to spend the night. Okay? So I thought the same thing. I didn't think that honesty was important. I didn't think it was a problem with me lying to these men because men always cheat. So I got to be faithful to them. I had all these ideas and excuses and all kinds of stuff going on in my mind. And the bottom line is that a person who believes it's okay is going to do that. So that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a dark Aquarius, maybe gray, similar to me, who just thinks he can do whatever he wants. And when he gets caught, he lies about it. He's not even really being very sneaky about it. So that leads me to think he really doesn't even care that much about getting caught because he automatically assumes he'll be able to smooth things over if he wants to. So you're dealing with a dark Aquarius who's wasting your time, basically. And if I were you, I would kick him to the curb. I'd leave him in 2019. And you know why I would leave him in 2019? Because you deserve somebody in your life that is taking your feelings, your relationship seriously. Now, if you want to play in the street and have a good time and date and not be, committal, that's fine. But to come to a person and pretend like you're together when you're really not, or you are, but you're still doing you, is not right. I always tell cheaters, stay single. Stay single and date whoever you want. Why do you have to get into a committed relationship and then date whoever you want? Just stay single. Period. It's so easy. It's just so easy. So that's my thing to you. That's what you're dealing with. I wouldn't deal with it no more. Because you asked me, would he change? Is there a potential here? There's a potential for anybody to change. Anybody can become a better person. And anybody can stay the same shitty person that they are. Everybody doesn't change. The me that I was at 19, is not the me today. Okay? Anybody can grow up. Anybody can change. Anybody can develop more character if they want to. But the question is, do they want to? He's not even trying. He's not even making an attempt to change. He doesn't want to be different. And that's a person who's never going to change. So I wouldn't keep wasting my time. I would go find somebody who's going to give me what I deserve. And if I couldn't find or attract someone, more attracting than finding, if I couldn't attract someone, I would rather be by myself than in a relationship with somebody who's disrespecting me and tearing at my self-worth and my self-esteem and lying to me and making me look like Boo Boo the Fool in these streets. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm too cool by myself. It's too cool right where I'm at to do that. And it's the same thing for you. Kick that zero to the curb and get you a hero in 2020. Okay? All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to make your list. Let me know in the comment section if you have a New Year's resolution. Happy New Year. Let me know if you have a New Year's resolution, and let me know if there's anything that you're leaving behind at midnight tonight. Okay? All right, guys. See you later. Come back soon because I got a lot more to say. I'm going to upload 2 videos tomorrow that are going to be pre-recorded. And then I'll have some fresh videos for you on, Thursday. See you later.